My name is Mocha Alpaca. Today I will talk about a webcomic that I have been working on for the past few years. It's been like, 5 years when I made this? Well, when I first started making this? Wow. That is a while, actually. I suddenly feel old. Even though I'm still in high school. Oh god. Okay, great. So, before I get onto that, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about how my day has gone so far. Sorry if there's any background noise. My microphone picks up anything it can catch, and I hate that. Alright. Basically, I woke up at 9 today, just, tired. I'm tired. I've been tired this whole week. I'm always tired, actually. But because of that, I'm just drinking some coffee right here. I think it's going cold by now. I made coffee this morning. I made some coffee for me and my dad. So, yeah. Sorry if I sound a little bit rambly. I'm just trying my best. Last time I made a recording, I remember being so nervous, and even now I'm still very nervous. Why am I so nervous? I don't understand it. Whatever. Yeah, my day has been pretty normal so far. I made TikToks last night, actually, and I'm a cosplayer, just so y'all know. I'm probably gonna put my Instagram down below, so yeah, you can check that out if you want. I don't care. When I first began working on this comic, it was like around 5 years ago when I was in the 4th grade. I think it started with like a small doodle of the character. He used to be a girl, actually, which honestly, I don't even know. He used to be a girl. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I made a character named Jez. But yeah, I made that character. He was supposed to be like I said, he was supposed to be a girl, a shy high school girl with like this turtleneck sweater that was hiding half of his face, or half of her face, and the iconic hairstyle that I have now. Honestly, even back then, I was very proud of that character, and I still am very proud of that character, because, wow, even, like, I'm very glad of the character design that I did, and honestly, I just really like it. I think after that, I made Jake, which he stayed the same. I think the only thing that really changed was his hairstyle and his personality. That's the only two things that ever changed about him. Everything else is still the same. The next character that I made was Kin, Jake's sister. She is also Jez's best friend, and she has gone through a lot. First of all, she died in one of the versions, so there is literally a drawing of a dead Kinishino out there. I don't even know where it is, but I do remember drawing that. I am not proud of it. Oh god, I feel so bad for her because I made her go through a lot, and even now she still goes through a lot, but she doesn't die, thankfully. I think after that I made Arishi and Makaso, two other siblings. Arishi is supposed to be another love interest in the comic, and basically he hasn't really changed that much. He's still a pervert. He's the comic relief character, along with being a love interest. And honestly, I don't plan on changing him because I feel like he's perfect the way he is right now. And I just love his character. That's all I'm gonna say about him. Makaso is the overprotective sister. She is also the tomboy. And yeah, there's not much to say about her, but later on she becomes a very important character to the story. So yeah, watch out for her. Then there is Ashi. She was made at first like a I guess just a background character, but then I decided to make use of her because she's just adorable. So I made use of her, and she became a love interest for Makaso. There's another character, Vic Nikolaev. He is so far I guess my favorite character. He's handsome. He is pretty handsome. He's also, actually no, I'm not gonna say anything about that because that's probably like a slight spoiler, and I don't want y'all to know about that yet. So, so basically, Vic, he's also very overprotective. He is like friends with Kin, and he suspects both Jez and Jake. He suspects them. He's very, yeah, he thinks something's going on. But yeah, he thinks something's going on. He suspects them, and he does not trust either of them. He has two sisters. One of them is like a teacher, and the other one is just sort of there. She used to be a love interest for Arishi, but then I decided to not use her and just have her as a background character because, yeah, I don't really have a use for Arishi to have two love interests, since he's not the main character of the story. Alright, so I have to give a disclaimer. This story is gay. It has some gay imagery in it. It also has some very intense imagery, as in like murder and things in that nature. I do not suggest anybody under the age of 13 or 14 to read this comic. Even when I was that age myself, I would not have suggested kids my age to have read that kind of thing, because it can be pretty intense sometimes in that comic. But yes, anybody over the age of 14 to 13, go right ahead, you can read it. Actually, I'd be freaking glad for you to read it. The purple-haired character is Jez Kita. Jez is the main character, as you can probably already tell. He is the first character I made, and he is gonna, like I said, he's gonna be the main character, and I'm gonna keep him that way, because he's amazing. I fucking love him. He's my child. Jez is actually a yandere, or yeah, what is called a yandere at least, or my own definition of a yandere. Basically just a character who is willing to kill somebody for the attention of their love interests. So basically, in my own definition, Jez is a yandere, and I'm planning to keep him that way because why the hell not? Jez is a 17-year-old that goes to a high school named Gakusa High. The high school used to be called Genesu High, which is literally gayness in Japanese. And I hate myself for doing that. But yeah, Jez goes to a high school named Gakusa High with his friends, Jake, Kin, Arishi, and Makaso. And also Ashi and Vic. I can't believe I keep forgetting about those two. I am so sorry, Vic and Ashi. I am so sorry. Basically the role that he serves is just like main character, the yandere of the story, and also Jake's love interest and Arishi's love interest. Jake Ashino is a blonde hair character. Jake is Jez's love interest. His full name is Jake Ashino. He is also 17 years old, and he also goes to Gakusa High. He is, well, let's just say, an asshole. My dad is probably gonna get mad for me saying that word, but that's the best I can describe him without giving too much detail about him. But he's an asshole. I myself don't like him, my friends don't like him, but he is very important to the story, and I want to keep it that way. I'm not going to give the reasons as to why I call him an asshole, but he's an asshole. He serves the role of the love interest, like I said. He also serves the role of the flirty type, the flirty guy, and also the jock. Wouldn't you know it? Of course, these comics have to have the jocks, always. Always. He is also, like I said before, he is Jake. He's Kin's brother. Kin and Jake are fraternal twins. They were born, Jake was born like at 11 p.m. Yeah, he was born at 11 p.m. and Kin was born at 2 a.m. in the morning. So because of it, they were born in 2 different days, but they are twins. They're fraternal twins, that's why they don't look completely alike to each other. But yeah. Alright, on to Kin, my favorite character as well. Alright, so Kin Ashino, she is also 17 years old, the same age as Jake, Jez, and practically everybody else aside from Arishi and Ashi. Kin also goes to Gakusa High. She is very bubbly. She's a kind, bubbly person. She's just amazing, honestly. And later on in the story, she does become very serious and becomes that type of person that like makes sure that everything goes okay, everybody's okay. She is a very caring person, and often than not, she does feel very guilty for a lot of the things that happen in the story. But then again, I'm not going to talk about what happens because that's a huge spoiler, and I don't want to do that. She serves the role of the best friend of the main character. And also, she does have a crush on Jez, but, sort of gives up on that because she knows he's gay. Because he told her. And she just doesn't want to push that, because there's no point to pushing a gay person into liking you if they're not even into your gender. But yeah. I sometimes do feel bad for what I will have to put her through, but in the end, like I said, I feel like it feels necessary for it to happen. I don't think I can make this story and not make it go the way that it will go, because it just wouldn't feel right, at least not to me. I suddenly got sad. Let's move on. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about Arishi Kim. Arishi is the one with red and yellow hair. He's also the pervert, so he is 16, actually. I forgot about that, but he is hella fucking smart, so he is a senior in high school, so yeah. He's about to graduate with everybody else as well. So That's the tea. Oh my god, I hate myself. I hate me. I hate me. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. He's 16. He is, like I said earlier, he is the pervert of the story. He's the comic relief. He's a pervert. I fucking love him. But often than not, Arishi is a very sweet person. Once you get to realize how he really is and how he really acts, he's a very sweet person. He's not just a pervert and a comic relief. He is a very sweet person, and I do like him a lot because of it. He loves his friends. He would go through lengths upon lengths to help his friends. Just like Kin, he really doesn't care what anybody thinks. So yeah. And again, I feel bad for what I'm gonna do to him in the story because he doesn't really deserve it. He didn't do anything wrong. He doesn't deserve what's gonna come to him. And I feel horrible about it, but on to the next person. I am getting real sad with my own characters. Holy crap. Alright, so Makaso Kim, she is Arishi's older sister. She is 1 year older than him. She is 17 years old. And she also goes to Gakusa High. She's very protective, needless to say. She's extremely protective of her brother. She loves her brother to bits and would basically lit someone on fire if they fucked with her brother. Yeah, she does not mess around. She's also very chill. She is best friends with Jake, and she trusts Jake a lot. She really fucking does, because she has known him since when? She's known Jake since freshman year in high school. Arishi and Makaso transferred from Korea to to Japan. So yeah, they transferred from Korea to Japan on freshman year of high school. Makaso, the role that she plays, it's a little complicated for me to explain. Not because it's a spoiler, but because even I don't really know what her role is. Because she doesn't really play a role at the beginning, at the first part of the story. But on the second part, she plays a huge role as in being a detective. Because she does become a detective in the end. Next on is Ashi. Ashi is the girl with the brown hair. She's also the tallest one out of everyone in that friend group. So yeah. She's like, what? I think she's 6'1". Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Makaso has a huge non-secret crush on Ashi. She is hella gay for her. Ashi, she's a sweet girl. She's sweet. I love her. She's adorable. She has a skin condition that causes some discoloration in her skin. Basically, some spots are darker than the others. So, yeah. But I love her. She's amazing. She is, what's her age again? She's not 16. She's 18. Yeah, she's 18. She's 18 years old, and her personality is just sweet, adorable, beautiful, amazing. And I am gonna continue calling her amazing and beautiful because she deserves it. Yes, she's amazing. The role that she serves is like a supporter to Jez. For a while, she tries to help him, like, overcome a lot of things that he has gone through and make sure that he's okay, make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid. She is like a beacon to him, and yeah. But something happens to her, unfortunately, and oh well. I mean, can't really do anything about it. I'm getting myself sad. Stop it, Alex. Stop it. Vic, he is the blue-haired character. Vic Nikolaev. He is 17. He has a very strong personality, needless to say. He is very protective of those who he cares about, just like Makaso. And if he feels that something is wrong, for the most part, he's right. He can tell when something is wrong, and yeah. He also goes to Gakusa High, of course. Like, why wouldn't he? Oh my god. But yeah, the role that he serves is basically just sort of like a love interest to Kin later on in the story, but he also makes sure that Kin realizes what's going on and also helps her get through it. Alrighty, on to the story itself. I'm not going to provide too much detail because then again, like I said so many times already, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who does want to read it. And in the future, when I do release it, or when I do whatever with the story, maybe I can provide more details about the characters, but for now, this is all I can really provide for you guys. So I'm gonna, right now, talk about the story itself. So basically, the story starts off with a character named Jez Kita. He's a 17-year-old student, and he goes to Gakusa High. He is what people call a yandere. He is infatuated with the character named Jake Ashino. He has a best friend called Kin Ashino. She is Jake's sister. Basically, Jez is very infatuated with Jake, and he tries his best to get his attention for a few weeks. Unfortunately, he doesn't achieve that, so he goes for the next best thing, which is unfortunately killing people. Which is not the next best thing. Why don't you just fucking talk to him, Jez? But oh well, that's how I made my character. These three have been friends since when? They have been friends since Jez was in an orphanage at 7 years old. He was adopted by two lesbian women. Yes. So he has a very normal childhood from the point when he was adopted. And he's been friends with Jake and Kin for the longest time. But he still hasn't been able to tell Jake how he feels about him. So he ends up killing people, trying to get his attention, unfortunately not getting it. Kin finding out, trying to stop Jez, then figuring out the real reason as to why he is killing people. Again, I'm not going to give the reason as to why, because that's a spoiler. So Kin tries her best to fix the issue. Her normal bubbly personality starts fading because of this. and she becomes one of the people who are just in the sidelines trying to help but can't really do anything about it. And she starts being very mature. She starts letting go of her bubbly personality. She tries her best to keep everyone together, including Arishi and Jake and Jez. But when she starts seeing everything falling apart around her, she doesn't know what to do. Later on in the story, Makaso becomes a detective to try to find out who did what, because I am not giving that spoiler out. No. All I can tell you is that 2 characters are going to be killed. And I feel bad about it, but they're gonna die. I love those 2 characters with all my heart. But they have to go, unfortunately. I sound so sad now, which I am. So she's trying to figure out who was the person who was killing all those people back when she was in high school. She's trying to figure out what the fuck happened. At this point, she is married. She is married to her husband, and she had a child. Unfortunately, things didn't exactly work out with Ashi because of something. So Makaso ended up getting married with a man, whom she loves a lot. Let me just tell you that. She is pansexual, by the way. Yes. Support the pansexuals and gays. Support everyone. I'm rambling so much. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to keep myself hyped. But I feel like that's pretty much all I can really tell you guys. Can't really say that much about it. Yeah. I feel like that's as much as I can tell you. Yeah. These characters are very important to me. They have been something they have been something I created 5 years ago. And it may not sound like that long ago, but to me, it is a lot. Because I never created characters with the idea that I was going to try to make them a reality. Make them something that could be put into a story. And this story, I did take a lot of inspiration from a lot of things, if you can't tell. I love this story. It's something I'm very proud of, and it's the first story I've ever made, so I know it probably sounds a little weird, but I mean, I can't really help that because, like I said, this is my first ever story. And I want to make it come true because I want to see my characters be able to be not a real thing, but like something that has been shown to the world, something that people might enjoy. And I'm just hoping people enjoy it as much as I do. I really wouldn't have continued with this story without a lot of people's support. My best friend, she has been through all the phases that this story has gone through because I met her when I first made the first edition of this comic. There is some pictures out there of this comic where I tried to make it, but first of all, the panels were small. They were not good. Second of all, the art was horrible. Third of all, the story was all over the place. It was not planned out at all, but now it is. It's planned out. I know exactly what's going to happen, but I cannot give you I can't give you guys too much details because then it would just be a huge spoiler. But yes, this story does mean a lot to me, and I'm hoping that maybe once I do finish this and actually get to release it, I can hopefully reach someone out there and make their day. Because to be honest, a lot of the things I do them to make someone smile, make someone's day. And right now, what I'm saying is not exactly scripted, but it's coming from my heart, so yeah. A lot of the people that I've known and that are still with me right now have known about this story. My dad, he knows about the story. He knows some details of the story, not all of it, because for some reason I didn't want to tell him too much about it, because I thought he was going to find it weird, but now I don't care. And I'm just happy that he's very supportive of it. My best friend, like I said, she has gone through all the phases of this story. My 8th grade friends, they also have seen some versions of that, and even then, they were not pretty. But I honestly can't believe that this story has gone from just a small doodle to a whole comic that I'm planning to make. It's sometimes so surreal to me because, wow. You never think that some things could become so meaningful in your life, you know? And this comic is definitely one of those things that have been a lot to me that I really love. Though at one point I almost did give up on it, but thankfully I didn't. And I'm willing to take any criticism on this comic. But for now, I'm just gonna release this little video, and I'm gonna try to show it off, at least here. I'm not sure if this is any good, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry if things got depressing sometimes. I know things can be really weird, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Are you serious? Did you have to do that? Please tell me y'all heard that. Like, are you freaking serious? Goddamn. Alright. Sorry, I have to clear my throat. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this mess of a video. It's my second time doing a voiceover, so I'm so sorry if it's really rambly, if it's really bad quality, but it's all I can. Are you serious? Shut up, motorcycles. Thank you. Oh god, I had a seizure. Alright, this is the 3rd time I'm gonna try to say goodbye. Can you please stop interrupting me? Thank you. Alright, so I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this, and like I said, this is my 2nd video with a voiceover. I'm pretty sure it's very rambly, and it's probably not that great quality, but I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. Alright, have a nice day, and please stay safe from the virus. Don't get sick, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. Yeah, just use hand sanitizer, please. For the love of God, just stay inside. Don't go out. Alright? Goodbye. I hope you have a nice day.
お前はもう